Hands Media. First question, Ryan Rashog, TSN.
Hey, Ryan, I just wanted to ask about the focus on the defensive side of the game and how, obviously your coach is going to get on you when you're making mistakes and stuff, but how as a group and as a team of guys, how you kind of hold yourselves and each other accountable for that to really work long term.
Yeah, I think I think that's the most important part is keeping ourselves accountable. We know that we did it the way we wanted to do it a lot last night, but we just had breakdowns and there were shifts we went out there and we kind of went away from our game, away from our systems. We want to be a stingy team defensively, and last night we definitely weren't enough. So it's like you said, it's definitely about keeping each other accountable. Knowing that we're going to be a hard team to play against. I mean, obviously we're a fast team. When we play with our speed, that's the best defense for sure, is getting in on guys, getting a good forecheck, getting a good neutral zone forecheck, and just being hard to play against overall.
Was your game day any different today than it would have been last year, just based on any COVID protocols, having to keep meetings smaller? Like, is there an impact on today as a result of all of this?
Not too much. It's like meetings are a little bit separate now. Other than that, there's not too much difference. So I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, it's the first game of the year, of course, but we've been working on things for a while now. We know the way that we need to play. So the COVID restrictions haven't really affected it too much.
Next question, Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
Ryan, obviously with no preseason, you didn't get to go up against any penalty killer. What did you make of the power play last night? You guys had 4 opportunities. You had a few good chances, not a ton of shots. I think only 3 total. Was it just a lack of, cohesiveness from not getting to play in the preseason? Did you feel that you maybe were just a little out of sync?
Well, I think overall, we were snapping it around pretty good. I think maybe after the first one, we got better. We tried to put pucks on net. I mean, they keep their penalty kill tight in the middle, so it's going to be tough to get those shots through, but we got to find a way to do that. I think a lot of the time we're best when we get those shots through, and even if they don't hit the net, we're creating chances off the rebounds, and we're picking pucks off and kind of playing off a little bit of chaos. So we can do that a little bit more tonight, just put a little bit more to the net. Create that chaos and see what happens. But I mean, obviously, first game we would have liked to have gotten one for sure. But I thought as the game went on and the chances, the power plays came, we started to get better and started to feel each other out more.
Next question, Jack Michaels, 630 Ched.
I just have one question. Ryan, and this may sound a little absurd, but just looking at the structure of the schedule and the head-to-head nature of it for all the 6 other teams you're playing, does this feel like, strangely, somehow more of a big game than it would be had you lost to, say, Carolina and you were playing Florida the next day?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it a lot. Every game is you're not just getting yourself 2 points, you're taking away 2 points from your divisional team. So we're going to play in these little mini-series all year. We have to take pride in them. Obviously, we let that one go last night, but, I mean, we have to play with desperation tonight and make it a must-win. So I think you're right. It does these back-to-backs. I mean, these little series, that they will mean more than just playing a Western team to an Eastern team, something like that. So we got to prepare tonight, and we got to clean some things up and get this thing rolling now.
Next question, Marty Klinkenberg, Globe and Mail.
Hi, Ryan. I'm wondering that, kind of going into opening night, I'm not sure that anybody really had an idea what to expect. Maybe a little more so than usual because of training camp and, short training camp and everything. So how did it kind of roll out for you last night? What did you think?
I mean, it's obviously different with no fans. it's not a typical season opener, but I thought as the game went on, it just started to feel like a normal game, and we got to experience it in the bubble with no fans too. So in Edmonton too, so it was a similar experience. But I mean, we just got to get back to playing, and I think now that the first one's under our belt here, we can just get back to playing our game, and yeah, it's gonna be a little different out there, but we can't let that affect us.
Thank you very much.
Next question, Rob Tichkowski, Post Media.
Ryan, just looking at the schedule, I think you guys are playing 56 games in 115 days. That's basically every second night for 115 days, and even more condensed than that because there's a couple of 5-day breaks in there. Do you guys now going to have to monitor your minutes and be more conscious of how much time you spend on the ice if you're sitting 4 games in 5 days kind of a situation?
Well, I mean, short shifts and quick shifts, that's always an important part of a team. This year, probably a little bit more than usual is because we're going to play, I think we have 12 back-to-backs in that 56-game span. So, yeah, I mean, your body's going to feel a little bit more this year. So you can get the shifts rolling, get everybody involved, get 4 lines going, 6D going right away. That's something that's going to be important. Everybody's going to be definitely key this year.
And not going to see a lot of practice time in the way the schedule works. So is the crux of your learning going to have to be sort of in meeting rooms and that?
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes, but we'll get some. I'm sure early in the year we'll get some time to practice. Morning skates and stuff like that, but yeah, I think a lot of it will be breaking down on film, and yeah, I mean, it's just going to be, we're playing, like you said, every second day, almost a lot of back-to-backs, so it's going to come quick. So the quicker we can get back to it and kind of not forget about the last game, but learn from the last game is going to be very important this year.
Last question, Jim Matheson, Post Media.
A couple of things, Ryan. Is that one of those games that Connor McDavid last night played really well but didn't get a point? I mean, every time you saw him, he had the puck going to the net. It's strange for him.
I mean, it happens. I mean, even the best players in the world go without a point some games. I mean, he still was skating well. We know what Connor's capable of, and I thought our line as the game went on, we started to create more and get some good looks at the net. I think maybe we can play a little bit more on net tonight and see how that works for us.
And did they defensively do anything in the middle of the ice that you hadn't seen before in the neutral zone?
No, I mean, we know what to expect playing this team. I mean, they're not going to give up a whole lot coming through the neutral zone. I mean, Connor with his speed obviously can beat a lot of guys. But, I mean, we know what to expect from this team. So, yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the way that we play, and we got to clean some things up tonight and be better.